Hi Aquarius, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of October, I'm offering two specials. One is called On the Scales, and it's a reading that reflects upon the theme of balance, and so the other side of it, and balances dynamics as well, manifested in different areas of life. And the other one, resembling as well the Libra themed season, which is all about relationships, is called the Mirror Spread. So if you would like to know more details about those offers or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So for the month of October, I'll be doing the reading a little bit differently. I'll be shuffling as I transmit to you the intuitive messages I'm receiving for your signs. So Aquarius, I feel like you're very contemplative, right? Very introspective as well, very serious in your analysis and in your observation overall. During this month of October, you are able to really get deep with your thoughts and to reap from those thoughts quite of insight, quite an important insight for some of you to understand something, and for you to get the closure as well in situations you are desperately in need of closure. When I say desperately in need of closure, is that some of you have been dragging the past or your doubts, your questions, your unleft answers with you for a long time. I feel like there are Aquarius here showing up that have been indeed carrying the past for a long time with them in a way that has been just it's like leaving for some of you this sense of something in your life like being incomplete, or you yourself feeling like until you get that closure you can't feel like yourself, or you can't be whole again, or you can't be at peace with whatever this is. And some of you can, with proper reflection, I feel like proper reflection can help you, assist you quite a lot in getting closer to that closure. Some of you might have been considering or feeling like that closure needs to come from the outside. It needs to come in the form that's maybe out of your control. But in reality, I feel like you have the upper hand in this closure. Whatever this is for you, Aquarius, I feel like there are unfinished business in your life, and there's a spotlight in that during the month of October. Either because, yes, past people and situations might indeed be manifested, and so there might be that confrontation with things of the past that are needed to end. But for others of you, it's because it's going to be manifested a lot in your thoughts, right? And a lot in your thought space. And I feel like some of you are, I see a lot of you Aquarius taking, alone walks in the beach, in the woods, in nature, and sitting there and reflecting and going deep into that thought, and then accessing some sort of understanding, perspective that maybe you have not yet found, because maybe you have not taken the appropriate time and control over your thought process in order to do so. I feel like some of you have thought about the situation in too much, like scattered or in circles, going in circles, and the thing that is showing up here is not in circles, but for you to take your thoughts, with layers, deep until you reach the root. Some of you are very serious as well during this month, like you're very put together. I feel like some of you have a very cautious and responsible approach that you're taking into something. Some of you that are into business, or that have some sort of ideas, right? Business ideas, things you would like to do to improve your career your career life and financial life. I feel like this might be a month where you're really as well focused in that department of your life, in finances and work, and in selling something or promoting something. Or others of you, this is also about negotiations. I feel like some of you have a lot of negotiations in terms of business, or you also like have intel, people giving you intel, people giving you good advice, people giving you a lot for you to think and consider. Again, this comes in again with the thing that I'm feeling here for you, Aquarius, is that you're very deep in your thoughts, and so this is like you're able to gather so much from this ability to be so close, right, to the thought space, that you're able to see it, right? You're able to understand it. You're able to acknowledge what it's really about. What is it saying? What it wants? Where it wants you to go? So your ideas are like structured during the month of October. For others of you, Aquarius, there's a sense of domination. Like some of you want to take control of your lives. And again, I keep getting the sense of the energy of the Emperor, like a lot of focus on the material world, a lot of focus in becoming your own authorities, a lot of focus in responsibilities and in things being solid and structured and safe. Some of you have the need to be surrounded by walls. Like some of you are actually a little bit defensive as well during this month. You want to be more by yourself. Some of you might be isolated, more wanting to just be in a place where you hold more control over your life. And for some of you, that equals not having others around you, or not having so much distraction or so much interference, maybe, as you see others could have if you allow them in. Be careful with isolation. I do feel like some of you need some time with yourselves, yes, in order to rethink certain aspects, but I feel like some of you are shutting down, right, relationships and people with that very dominant energy, where it's like it's my way or no way, or it's how I say it, or it's none, or it's like people, it's how I say, or I don't take it. You know what I mean? It's like you want to have, yes, the control of your life, and you want to have your rules imposed, but be careful with doing so with others, because some of you, I could say as well that this energy that is being presented here is that you could be a little bit narrow-minded in terms of acceptance of others' differences or opinions, or even viewpoints, like, or advice, like some people telling you something and you taking that as an offense, or you taking that as someone interfering again in your freedom or in the way you want to do things. So there's a little bit of touchy feelings here about relationships and about communication in general. But I do feel like this is a month that holds power for you, Aquarius, where you can indeed manifest quite a lot, especially in the material realm. I do get a sense that some of you, again with the Strength card, have immense strength and resilience and vitality to deal with things that are hard and complicated. Some of you are able to be really like to have your intellect and your mind working in such a sharp way that you know exactly where to cut with something, where to say something, where to decide something. It's like a lot of things, you know, being somehow directed appropriate. Your aim, your mental aim is very diligent and on point. Now again, with the Strength card here, there's this possibility for some of you being a little bit controlling, or others as well being controlling over you. Power struggles being a source of difficulty in your month. There's a lot to be manifested from you, because you hold indeed here some sort of power to materialize and manifest in your life concrete results that are going to promote power to you. Again, with the Queen of Swords, be careful though to not become a little bit, again, defensive. when talking with others, when listening to others. I feel like some of you are using your mind as a weapon to not let, right, the others interfere with your plans, and some of you are using that in a way that it's extended to a point where you don't want to see beyond your own selves. So that's the only kind of danger that I feel here. But aside of that, I also feel like your desires are growing stronger, your earthly desires. So some of you have a lot of passion being awakened. Some of you have a lot of release, right? Energetically release. So some of you are like able to feel free to do things. Your impulse, your drive, your libido as well is really being re-energized, taking you to the next step, in terms of it's like having your instincts working as well with your mind in ways where you can put a lot of energy in the right places. I keep getting a sense that some of you are putting your energy in the right places to make them happen and be quite beneficial and prosperous for some of you. I feel like some of you want to be, though, some of you might be too pushy or too demanding right now, or too critical. And sometimes, you know, you're even doing this to your own being, like being too self-critical or being too rigid, inflexible with mistakes, with faults, with, you know, things that are not perfect, people that are not perfect. And so you are also maybe asked to be more forgiving or more tolerant to the differences you might be encountering. Some of you, things are happening in your life. They are happening, they are positive, but they bring some tension associated with it. It's like you're going to have it your way, but most likely going to face some sort of tension or friction with this, because some of you are meant to be in positions of some sort of authority, right? This could be about work, this could be your household, this could be about anything you're doing. It's like you are kind of the leader here, or needing to take the lead. And when you're taking the lead, it could be that you need to be very strong in your convictions, you need to be very strong in your beliefs, and sometimes this can clash, of course, with others around you. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.